Hey everybody, it's me, it's Pete, and this is my desktop. I got a question from Corinne, who had asked a question about in our last podcast. She had asked, we had mentioned a document camera, and I realized I wasn't very clear about the document camera and what that meant. What I was talking about was not a hardware device necessarily. I was talking about a feature in Evernote that allows you to take pictures of documents with a feature they call the document camera. And the document camera is not exclusive to Evernote. There are other applications that allow you to take photos of your documents. Another one that I use often is JotNot Pro, and it's exactly that. It's a document page scanner. Now I have a document here on my desk, and I'm going to hit scan. And what that's going to do is it's going to turn on the camera. And you can see here I got some mail. It's about a gala. And let's just pretend that this was a document that was really, really important to me and that I was going to scan into my notes. So I just take a photo of it. And then it captures the image, and then it tells me, hey, where are the corners of the image? We think we have bottom left and bottom right, and we're going to go ahead and set this as the top right, so we get all the desk out of there, and we'll go up and set the, I'm sorry, that was the top left. There's the top right, and then, let's see, the bottom, it's not quite on the dock. So you see, this is a little bit troublesome because it doesn't quite filter out the back, and it asks you, the user, to do an awful lot of work. But as soon as I hit next, you see what it's done here is it has actually scanned and OCR'd, done optical character recognition to the document right here on my iPhone. So when I click save, now I have this document that is saved and ready for me to do something with. And I can tap the sharing button in the corner, and I can email it to myself, open it, print it, fax it. If I open in, it gives me a number of options of applications that have already been configured on my computer, since it's just you can have it sent as a PDF to open in iBooks if I want to store it, or obviously I would send it to Evernote or Dropbox. Now, I'm not going to do that right now because really the whole point of this is to show you what is going on in Evernote with the document camera. So let's go back to Evernote, and I have, if I tap the little camera in the lower left-hand corner, let's change up the document. I now have, this is the back of my property tax statement. So it's all of the standard, appeals and rights and things. I'm going to click on the document camera here, and you can see what happened there. Using these three buttons across the bottom, right above the photo, we have document, regular photo, or post-it note, which gives you a square. And I'll go ahead and demonstrate post-it note in just a bit. But if I tap document here, now I'm telling Evernote this is the document that I want to scan. It's not quite 8.5 by 11, which is sort of silly. But if I frame it so that I get rid of the desk around the outside, and I have to hold my breath here, so you don't actually have to hold your breath. It does a really good job of freezing the camera at just the right moment. Now I've taken the photo, and you can see in the lower left here, it has a little quadrangle there that will show you how many photos you have at any given time. It shows you the first 4, and then it'll just keep cycling if you're taking pictures of a long document. And I hit OK there, and now I have this document that is syncing up to the Evernote service. And I know it's been syncing here because I can see the last sync was at 10:20, and it's now 10:21. But I'm going to go ahead and sync now just for good measure. It's usually really fast. And so we go over to Evernote, and I click the sync button just to make sure. And now I'm looking in my inbox, and there we are, snapshot. And here is a document that I have just scanned. And it's a regular old image file, but once Evernote does its OCR on it at the server level, which again takes another minute or so, once Evernote does its OCR, I'll be able to search for text in this document, and if I had taken multiple pictures of multiple pages of documents, they would all show up in a long row here. And so that's the document camera feature inside of Evernote, and I think it's really it's worth playing with. Now, I did mention in the show also just how big of a fan of document scanners, hardware document scanners I am, and I am a big fan. This is the line that I typically recommend to people, the ScanSnap line of scanners, and they have ScanSnaps for pretty much every level of scanning. The one that I'm a big fan of is this IX500 desktop scanner, but that doesn't let you do things like books. The SV600 contactless scanner is a really cool thing if you have lots of odd-shaped documents or books to scan. It's kind of a big deal, but it does actually take pictures with these two giant camera lenses as it scans the book from a good distance away. So if you have a lot of like stuff that's out of print or artwork, or like you can see here, they scan multiple business cards at a time. The ScanSnap SVX600 is worth checking out. You can see here in the software what's really unique about it is anything that you have that has odd curves to it, in the process of recognizing the document, it'll flatten it out and take care of any curvature or of the book. So really fascinating products. The entire line of ScanSnaps are really great, from hyper portable to desktop versions. The IX500 is wireless. It's Wi-Fi, so you can move it around the house wherever your scanning projects are. The SV600 is not quite as portable. Well, it is portable. This black part is just a mat that you roll up. It's a black like velveteen sort of mat. Anyway, take a look, and seriously, that Evernote document scanner camera is great for getting quick scans, and you can see the quality really is quite good off the document camera itself. So I hope that helps. I hope that clears up any confusion. Please, as ever, let us know. Tweet us either at TC Organizing or at Pete Wright on Twitter. And of course, you can find us at facebook.com/Take Control Organizing. Thanks, everybody.